Welcome back to Blackstardove. Welcome to my channel. As always, I need that HBO special, which simply means help a brother out trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. Go ahead and click that like button and the subscribe button. I appreciate you. I was supposed to make this video a couple of days ago, actually on draft night. I set everything up, plugged in my ring lamp, zoop, just went off. So I had to go to Burlington and buy me a new ring light. And this one is not even as powerful as my old one, which means I probably have to get a second one. That's neither here nor there. The discussion of this video. Originally, I wanted to talk about how Miss Angel Reese and Miss Caitlin Clark, they can set up to be the next Bird versus Magic of the WNBA. They can take the WNBA to new heights before seen. Like, even for me, I'm not really a huge WNBA watcher. I'm a basketball fan. I love basketball, but I wasn't really into the WNBA games. Being that I live in, well, first when I was living in Cleveland, we used to have the Cleveland Rockers. Went to a few games of those. Living in Phoenix, we have the Mercury. Been to a few games because, you know, let's be honest, they was giving out tickets for free. If you just like spent $20 at the grocery store, it is what it is. So I've been to a few games, right? And one game in particular, because it's amazing how Angel Reese got drafted to the Chicago Sky. I kind of became a fan of the Chicago Sky because the last time I seen a game with them, I'm forgetting her name because like I know her brother, but like I don't want to butcher her name, so I'm just gonna say JaVale McGee's sister. Like I seen her play and I was like instantly in love. I was like, I want to marry that woman. So I just like started following her on Instagram and all that stuff. But no, but like I love the fact that Miss Clark was drafted to the Fever, and then the now Chi-Town Barbie was drafted to Chicago. I do plan on buying a Chicago Sky hoodie, so that'll be my very first WNBA purchase. I'm just very excited for them, man. Like, even though they're in the same conference, so it really can't be, you know, Bird versus Magic, but it kind of is, and we all know why. It's black versus white. Miss Clark is getting all these accolades, and she deserves them. You know, she's getting the Nike shoe deal. She's about to come out with her own shoe, and then there's a lot of women that are upset with that because I believe the Aces are back-to-back champions, and their MVP hasn't even got her own signature shoe yet, but Miss Clark is. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, you know, from a business perspective, Miss Clark is putting all these fucking eyes on the product. You know, the biggest thing about the WNBA for years has been put eyes on the product, put asses in seats, you'll get what you want. Miss Clark has done that. And now she's, you know, she's reaping the benefits of being able to do those things, which can only be nothing but a positive for the WNBA. Especially if, I'm just saying, I don't want to say rig the games, but if you could, you know, this is for the good of the league. If we can get the Eastern Conference Final to be once again, well, for the first time in the WNBA, but I'm saying once again, they'll face off Reese versus Clark, man, those ratings will be through the roof. Like, that'll be, for the longest time, the WNBA has been treading upwards and treading upwards and treading upwards. Now they're about to like get that, you know, that adrenaline shot in the arm. They're about to fucking skyrocket. And some people love it, some people hate it. I personally think that Angel Reese should get just as much or even more than Miss Clark. No, I'm not taking nothing away from Miss Clark. She's a phenomenal basketball player. But at the same time, Angel Reese beat her. And it wasn't just, you know, in the Final Four. She beat her for the championship. She beat her when it counts. Yes, she was very cocky. You know, we had the whole ring thing and all that stuff. And then this year they got blown off the floor. And then, You know, she was like, "Oh, woe is me" with the victim stuff. So I get it. I understand that a lot of people don't like her. But if we're doing this based off results, which is what basketball has always been about, what are the results? Reese should get more than Clark. And I think at the end of the day, she'll get a whole lot more, especially being in Chicago. I didn't look up where, well, I know it's Indiana Fever. I'm assuming they're in Indianapolis. Indianapolis versus Chicago. Chicago all day. You know, Chicago has some of the best food. And I'm not even talking about the deep dish pizza, which is like complete bullshit. But that's neither here nor there. You know, that's not a pizza. That's a lasagna. And I'll argue that all day and night. I'm just very excited because, like I said before, I'm a basketball fan, not really a WNBA fan. Every game I've ever been to is because we got free tickets. Usually because we spent like 20 bucks at the grocery store, just keeping it honest. But I'm gonna go out my way to go, when they both come here to Phoenix, I'm gonna go all out my way to go buy tickets and take my son. And then I'm gonna go out my way to actually buy my very first WNBA merch. Like I said, I'm gonna get a Chicago Sky hoodie. Hopefully, like, I haven't looked at their website yet, but I'm assuming they got an all black one just like this with the logo on it. That'd be perfect. I'm just very excited, you know. Women have been struggling and trying to really get this recognition for a long time. Here it is. A lot of people don't like the questions that Miss Clark have been getting asked, but at the same time, you can't say you want the attention and not take everything that comes with it. That's for all the good and for all the bad. But hopefully the good outweighs the bad, and we can just continue to keep this ball rolling. I am so excited for the very first time. I can't tell y'all, like, I'm even thinking about buying the league pass because I think the league pass is only like 35 bucks. So I'm thinking about buying the league pass. Like, that's how like really into this I'm trying to be. But we'll see about that. Either way, I think I'm gonna do a few more videos on the WNBA as I'm watching the season and just give my overall thoughts. I don't mean no disrespect to no one. I don't want to disrespect people that came before then. Like I said, I had a huge crush on JaVale McGee's sister. And even going back when I was in Cleveland, even though she didn't play for the Rockers, she actually played for Detroit at that time. And I think she moved to Tulsa. But it was a player by the nickname of Tweety Bird. They used to play for the Detroit Shock. I used to have a huge crush on her. I know this is weird stuff, but I wanted to let you know where I come from as far as a fan perspective. I've always paid attention a little bit, and of course, people like Maya Moore. I'm forgetting her name. She was on the LA Spark. I think she won the last championship for Pat Summitt in Tennessee. See, I'm just forgetting names, and I don't want to butcher the shit. But that's enough of this. I'm just gonna say I'm looking forward to the WNBA season. Take care. I love you. Peace. One last thing though, I wish the Heat or the Miami had a WNBA team. That would be fucking amazing. Like, Miami, get on that shit.